Aristotle wrote over 400 books, maybe even 1000 books, and he wrote in different subjects. He wrote on poetry, he wrote on metaphysics, he wrote on astronomy, he wrote on medicines, he wrote on so many subjects. How could it be possible? It was all because of his knowledge, philosophy. Philosophy makes all the difference. There are so many scholars, professors, so many scholars, but very difficult for them to write so many books. It's all because they did not have proper philosophy. In our country, Salimullah Khan is a great scholar. He has a lot of contributions to literary and other fields. But the problem is, I don't find he was as a great philosopher as Aristotle was. How could Newton become the best scientist? Actually, he found that there is the gravitation. He evolved gravitation theory. It's because he was a philosopher. He was probably staying with his girlfriend, as we say. There's a myth, and an apple dropped. Everybody knows that apple dropped, and he was thinking, why did the apple drop? It's all because he had a strong philosophy. Because of his philosophy, he thought over it. He pondered over it. And that is why what I say is that he was not a basically scientist. He was the best scientist in the world, true, but basically he was a great philosopher. Unless he had philosophical insights, how could he think whether the apple dropped because of something? We never care. We run and get an apple and to have it, to eat it. That's our goal. But he was thinking why the apple dropped. It's all because of gravitation, right? And in Bangladesh, in India, in Bangla speaking people, what happens? Rabindranath Tagore, the Nobel laureate, he wrote so many books, and they were so difficult and everything really outstanding. And as he wrote so many books, we can't finish those books. So even when he wrote so many books, we cannot finish reading. It's something like you are swimming fast, but still you cannot swim as fast as you can run. Running is much swifter. Similarly, you can read a book very fast, but can you write a book fast? Very difficult. So Rabindranath Tagore, he had a great bent of philosophy. He had educated. He was not literally educated that much. He was basically a philosopher. What happens to Socrates? Socrates did not have any pen and paper. He did not have any school to go. He did not have a teacher to teach him. Nothing was there. Still, he became the father of Western philosophy. Why? It's because he was thinking. So thinking makes the difference. When you think a lot, you can become a philosopher, and when you become a philosopher, you can learn a lot. Bangladeshi great scholar, Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah, he wrote books, and he was adept in 18 languages. How could he be so much adept in 18 languages? It's because he was a philosopher. As he was a philosopher, he could reach anything. Suppose Rabindranath Tagore was given a responsibility to make a vaccine on coronavirus. He could have done much better because he was a philosopher. When you are a philosopher, if you enter into a field, you can be a great master of it. Even I tell that he is a Hindu, but if he's researched on the Holy Quran, he could have done much better than the Maulvis here, the religious scholars. It's because the basic is philosophy. If you look at a garlic, what is the end of all the seeds? The end actually is one, right? So all these end in one thing, end in itself. So the thing is that your knowledge can work if you are a philosopher. So to become a philosopher, you have to think and think. You may read, you may write, whatever, but the most important thing is that even when you are reading, you have to stop and think. When you see something, you have to stop and think. when you are around, you can develop philosophy. So there's no school, nothing. You have to think and think and think. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.